Florida! That's what I used to refer to Florida as when I was little. My parents have had a timeshare in Kissimmee since before I was born, and every year at the beginning of March, we go down there for a week. Growing up in Connecticut, this is always a very much appreciated comfort after 3 full months of the awfulness that is New England winters. And so every winter we look forward to the sweet escape to our Floridian condo, which I so lovingly used to call 904 House, because it's sort of like a house, and it's condo number 904. When I was little, my love of Florida came from being able to go to Disney World and getting to miss school. However, as I grew older, it became so much more than that. That 1 week was like an escape from everything, as vacations usually are. But there was something deeper, more profound to it, and it didn't truly surface until I was older. After I graduated college, I treated myself to a road trip to Florida with a friend. It was the first time I went without my parents, and it was also the first time I was driving there. Actually, it was the first time I was driving anywhere long distance. We left in the dark at around 3 in the morning, a little groggy, but with a feeling of freedom and excitement. We were going on an adventure. The nerd in me completely related to Bilbo Baggins. It's pretty much a straight shot down various highways from Connecticut to Florida. The first leg was mostly going through the familiar northern parts such as New York, New Jersey and its turnpike, etc. Everything pretty much looks the same. Big concrete barriers, construction, tons of bland, colorless buildings. We made it to North Carolina where we stayed over in a motel for a night, and it wasn't until around there that things started to really look and feel different. There was greenery on the highways. There were even pretty little white flowers and grass used as the divider between the two sides of the highway. It was all so charming and new to me. We made it to Florida in about a day and a half, including the stopover. We stayed in Kissimmee where my family always stays and had a blast going to Disney World and Universal Studios. I've been to these places probably around 20 times now, and I still love going. I love getting a giant turkey leg at Disney and going on all my favorite rides. Although I'm a huge Disney fan, Universal Studios is my favorite park. During this particular trip, it was my first time seeing the wizarding world of Harry Potter, so I was beyond excited. Of course I had to try pumpkin juice and butterbeer, and see all the attractions and shops. After making our way through the entire park, I had to go back for a second look at the Harry Potter part. Unfortunately, the week went by too fast, as vacation weeks usually do, and soon enough, it was time to pack up and head home. Well, we were heading to DC for a day trip, and then going home. We left Florida early in the morning just as the sun was rising. The sun was a soft orangey pink, and it accompanied me as I drove, taunting me with its beauty, begging me to stay longer. I had never seen a sun like that before, and I wished I could just stay there and see it every day. My friend was sleeping as I drove that morning, so I had some time to just zone out and think as I drove back up through the southern states. I stopped in North Carolina to get gas, and the gas station was surrounded by big, pretty fields and farms. It was nothing like home, although we do have farms. They're just different somehow. Getting back on the highway, I drove past those pretty white flowers again. I thought to myself, how thoughtful and pleasant it was for the state to care about what their highways look like. I thought about the wide open fields, the clear oceans, the year-round warmth, all the opposite of my home. I started thinking about all the things I loved. Warm weather, large plots of land, porch swings, sweet tea, palm trees. They were all things more associated with the South. And for the first time in the 21 years that I had been alive at the time, it finally clicked. The reason why I had such a passion for Florida and why I always felt so sad to leave. It was because I felt like I belonged there. I realized that I felt like I was born in the wrong place. I felt like I'd be happier living down south than in cold, harsh New England. That thought has never left my mind since, and to this day I still dream of someday moving somewhere that I feel I truly belong.